Alright, back to another video on how to get kept. So, first of all, I'm Stan, aka known as Mr.RapperGeek. This is our channel. This is Yana, aka PG. You can see how lively I sound. But anyway, alright, so what I want to ask you is, what would you say is a requirement for you when it comes to like being in a relationship?
A requirement?
Yeah, like if you say, for instance, if you were single or you were dating, you know what I'm saying, and you had a particular prospect that you were talking to about possibly being in a relationship. What would you say would be your requirement for that person to get you to be in a relationship?
I got kind of two.
Okay.
One is, I know that maybe some of y'all might think this is basic, but this is a real thing for me. You gotta know how to take care of yourself. There's a lot of grown-ups that just really do not know how to take care of themselves. They do not know how to pay a bill. They don't know nothing. It's because everything has been done for them. So that's one. And don't use me to be happy. I want you to be happy on your own, with or without me. Because a lot of people think, I'll be happy once I get this person. I'll be happy once I get that and the other. No, be happy with who you are and how you are right now. But that's how people end up skipping and hipping and hooping to different, to different relationships because they going through all that.
Okay. I mean, I expected your answer to be a little bit more selfish, but I like that.
What do you mean more selfish? I don't like the whole cliche. Well, they gotta have a job, and to me that's automatic. Like,
Yeah, that's base level requirements.
Yeah.
Like the reason why I say like your requirements aren't selfish is because you said you want them to be able to take care of themselves, right? I mean, it doesn't do anything for you. It's just you basically saying like you just want to make sure they not a burden on you, which I 100% feel you. Like that's one of the requirements for me. Yeah, that's why I say like yours is like really unselfish.
To me, it is. Especially the other one where I say you need to be happy. Because people want somebody else to make them happy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's... Because I used to think that too. I didn't think happiness was a real thing.
Even that sounds unselfish to me. Like
really?
You want them to be like, not necessarily complete, because nobody's a complete person, but like you want them to be, some sort of whole on their own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like to me, like I said, those sound like you want them to have their best interest like in mind. You know what I'm saying? Like right off the bat, if that makes sense.
Yeah, okay. I can see where you're coming from with that.
Yeah. I mean, okay, I said that wrong. Like your requirements still has their best interest in mind. You know what I mean? Like that's why I say like your responses was like completely unselfish. Can you think of anything that's like selfish? That you require?
I don't know what's selfish.
Which, by the way, explains why I've been married to you for 11 years and with you for 13. Because the fact that you just came up with two unselfish answers, like it wasn't like, they need to do this for me or do that for me. Like
I don't need nobody to do anything for me.
Yeah, none of it was about doing for you. It was about making sure they just not a burden on your life.
I want somebody to be their best version of themselves.
Yeah.
I don't want all that.
I respect that.
can you come back to me? What would be your requirements? 'Cause I don't know what's selfish.
Okay. So I would say everything you just said would be a requirement for me too. Being able to take care of yourself, that would be a requirement. Just not like basically everything that you don't become a burden on me. That is absolutely a requirement for me. But it's probably not my main requirement. So for me, and this is kind of where my arrogance comes in a little bit. I need your undivided attention. I think that's a requirement for me. If now I'm not saying like if I'm dating somebody, right? I wouldn't expect them to just focus on me and that's it. Like you gotta expect people to be dating multiple people. You gotta be expecting people to be fucking multiple people. You know what I'm saying? So to me it's kind of stupid to think that people ain't fucking other people, especially at the beginning. But like when you with me, I need your undivided attention. Like if you with me but you on your phone the whole time, if you with me and you know what I'm saying, like I'm talking but then you turn to go talk to somebody else, or just because somebody else is louder than I am, you start listening to them and you completely forget that I was talking. Like that's not gonna fly with me. Like I said, I don't give a shit what somebody does when they're not around me. Just all I care about is what you do when you with me. So that would be my probably base level main requirement. Because for me, like especially if I was on a date with somebody, like I would literally end the date. I would be like, yeah.
If they was on their phone?
Huh?
If they was on their phone the whole time?
I would let them know, like, hey, you want a date with me or you with that phone?
That's all.
But if they, like I said, if they don't stop, then I end the date. I go to the bathroom and leave. Like, yeah, it's gonna be hard. You gonna play, you can pay. Shit. But no. So you kind of had figured out a sort of selfish requirement.
Yeah. If they got like multiple baby mothers, and that's like I said, if they're an older man, their kids pretty much grown. But if you got 9 children they're under 5 years old, that's a problem for me. Like that's, because then I'm the kind of person if I'm gonna be in your life, I'm gonna be around your kids. I want to know their mothers too, and make sure they know that this is me, and somebody gonna have a problem. Out of 5 of them, somebody's going to have a problem. So that's gonna add complications to everything.
So you would date somebody that's got five baby mothers?
If they was older, yeah, their kids was grown. They ain't gotta talk to their mama then. If they, like I said, they got 9 children under 5 years old.
That brings up a good point. So, all right, I know someone in that situation. Their kids are grown, but they not necessarily in contact with their kid's mother, but there is contact with the kid's mother. How would you feel about that in that situation?
Like there is contact. Oh, they fucking?
No. It's just, okay, the situation that, like, I told you about.
I don't remember.
What? I can't mention no names.
I know you can't. That's why I don't remember.
All right, so I can't even. So, you say for instance you older, and your husband or dudes that you talking to or whatever, his kids is grown. There was not necessarily a lot of chatter back and forth between him and his ex, but they have some sort of connection.
They're always going to have some sort of connection.
Right.
They have a child together. I wouldn't expect them just not to talk to that woman again. That would be dumb on my part. They have a child together.
So you wouldn't expect them to cut them off at all?
No, they have a child together. Shit happens. Kids get other kids. They get married. Like that shit, you gotta come together on some of that shit. I don't want to expect them to cut the hell off like that.
Right.
Any woman that think that should happen, you have a serious insecurity problem.
Yeah. That's true.
I'm not saying he gotta be just hee ha ha all day long with the woman, because that seems a little funny, but now and then y'all hear from each other, that ain't shit. I said my parents still chat here and there. Ain't together. My father is married, but he holler at my mom now and then. Or it's nothing though. It's really nothing. It's hey, how you doing? Whatever.
Right.
It's not a big fucking deal, but a lot of women make it a big fucking deal for no reason. That's another story. That shit is annoying. If I don't get it, you make problems out of nothing.
Right. Understandable. So you going back to the requirements. Have you gotten out? Okay, what would you say would be? Would you say that you have a requirement now? I mean, I would obviously probably just be consistent.
Yeah, that's pretty much my requirement. I just be consistent. It's all the basics of the relationship. Like, don't be an asshole. Like, that's basically it. It's when people. I told you the last time. It's the expectations of shit. That's why shit get fucked up.
Right.
Expectations is what fucks relationships up.
Right.
If y'all talk about what y'all, was popping, then there ain't nothing gonna be popping. And don't just switch up on some random shit. They better fall in line. Then you gonna fall your ass out of relationship too. So
Facts.
talk to each other. Don't expect from each other.
Yeah, I agree. Like, expectations is, don't put any unfair expectations on me. Don't put any expectations on me that I didn't put on myself.
Yes.
That's.
Well, you the man. Damn, what the fuck?
And don't try to control me. Like that's not going to work.
Fellas.
That's not going to work out at all. Don't try to control me.
Women bad at that too. Fellas is bad at that.
But I'll tell you though, like, well, men are very controlling.
Yeah, they are.
That's a whole nother topic for another video. But from what I've noticed, women are mostly controlling when they dude is acting weak. Like, I can't really think of many examples where a woman is trying to control a strong man. They might complain, like women complain, women are definitely complain.
They bitch. Let's not. They bitch.
But even still, like, some women will, like if women get to nagging and bitching and shit, like, it's either the man is showing weakness or the man is showing inconsistency.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I say it all comes back to the man a lot of times. Like, some women is crazy, don't get me wrong, but I say a lot of times it still always comes back to the man. If she nagging and she being bitchy, it's because you either showing weakness or you showing inconsistency. You know what I'm saying? I don't even yeah. So, you know, like I said, women will complain a lot of times, but like, as long as she's not nagging and bitching, like, it is what it is.
For fellas, I'm with them on that part. Like, shut up.
I mean,
I'm telling you, go back to expectation. You complain and complain. You should do this, and you should do that, and the man do the same thing. Well, you the woman, you do this, and you do.
Well, again, it goes back to control, though. Like,
Yeah,
if a woman is trying to control you, that means you not leading yourself.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Because the minute a woman, like, you know, the minute a woman is trying to control you and tell you what to do, like, you gotta either let her know, like, look, don't try to control me, or you need to walk away. You know what I'm saying? Like, women only respond to action. That's why it's stupid. To me, it's stupid to argue. It's stupid to argue because you're not gonna get anywhere.
Especially about the same shit.
Exactly. You're not gonna get anywhere. Like, speaking for men in general, like, your power is in walking away. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do not argue. Like, look, we can come back to this when you calm down, or when I'm calm. I don't care how triggered you get by me saying the words calm down, but like, we can come back to this when you calm. But other than that, we're not about to sit here and argue and bicker like a couple 10-year-olds. Like, we're gonna have an adult conversation about this shit. But again, that comes down to the man having emotional control over himself. Like, that shit is important. You know. But anyway, we can get into that in another video. So, anything you wanted to add real quick before we sign off?
It's probably for another video, but I was gonna say another requirement, and I probably already mentioned it a little bit, is the whole don't be helpless. I'm seeing some people that just act like they can't do shit. And it's men.
Yes. Oh God, yes.
And
we'll definitely touch on that.
That's a requirement. Don't be like that.
Well, that'll be the subject for the next video. I'm glad you brought that up. Anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate y'all. Talk to you next time.